Yeah, I mean, yeah, GME is actually looking very interesting on a weekly and monthly. I mean, this thing is coiled. It reminds me of AMC back in May. This thing was super coiled on the weekly, and I totally botched it. Could have been a $30 million trade if I played it right. Yeah, but these are, guys, stuff like Team and LC, they're great because they're coming off of, you know, 3-6 months of price consolidation. Okay, last earnings season, that is. But now they're both these are more like continuation EPs. These can work, but they realize that the success rate is much lower on stuff like on continuation moves like this. That's already extended. You know, you want to find the ones that are coming off of 3-6 months consolidations or more. It's kind of funny. Everyone's trying to find a rationale for this. I'm gonna tell you what the rationale is, okay? It's breaking out of this long flag. That's the rationale. That's why it's going up. Another one that's been going sideways for a long time, this is Palantir. I mean, it's been building higher lows. This thing is a retail trader's favorite. I don't know why, but you know, for some reason it is. One that I regret, or one that really annoys me, is this TAN. Man, it just had to shake me out twice. It shook me out twice. But one stock that has also big potential is this MSTR. Crypto related, big previous momentum. It has a big base with higher lows. APRN, I guess it looks okay. Nothing crazy. Has a lot of momentum. I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay. Nothing crazy volume wise or anything. MTTR. This is a random one. Random name. Random setup. Look, you know, anytime a stock has this type of volume and breaking this type of range. Look, I'm not gonna say it's gonna do anything like what AMC did back in June, but you know, AMC was very similar. Had a huge volume breakout, okay? Of a similar, or actually a shorter base. And then it just kind of grinded a little bit, pulled back, right? Pulled back, found support on a 10-day, and then I'm not saying Lucid is gonna do this, but you know, these are the stocks. You cannot sell them too early. It's better to sell them, you know, break even than let an opportunity like this pass by. Like I still have most of my shares in my main trading account from here, from the opening range highs breakout. And look, I'd rather let them, you know, this thing stop me out when it closes below the 10-day than pass an opportunity for this thing to make something absolutely crazy. I mean, with this volume, you know, it's already traded almost 100 million shares. It's insane. 8ydLOHNqW4g, yeah, looks like a great, you know, 3 months of sideways. Didn't have like super earnings, but it's not like it had triple-digit earnings, but it's acting really well and had a lot of volume right out. Look at the first 1 minute candle. Oh, never mind. That's not the first candle. Had some low volume candles and then suddenly the volume came in. 120,000 shares. That's like a quarter of the average daily volume in one minute candle. Tesla, I'm just trading it off the 60-minute chart. You know, it had a high tide flag on the 60-minute chart. These types of moves, they can become runaway. It just keeps going to 1500. That was my thesis. I was like, okay, I'll risk 10, 12 bucks to potentially make 100, 200. I've seen so many of these runaway moves on Tesla. It looks extended, but it just keeps grinding. HX bounce play. Yeah, I mean, this mark bounced, even though it lasted for like 2 seconds. Hey, you never know. Fun too. This thing could also bounce, but right now it has too much overhead. Well, back is moving. I have a tiny starter on it, but I'd rather see it go sideways for a few more days. You know what? I'm gonna go and study the move on AMC on the hourly chart. E-signal, you can go back to late 90s. So this was the first breakout on extreme volume of the range, just like Lucid. Then pull back to the 10-day, and then it just kept going and going and going. Man, guys, you know, look at this 60-minute, look at this hourly breakout. Look at this high tide flag, gapped up, and then just went. Oh, man. How did it look on the daily? Because, you know, opportunities like this, this extreme momentum stocks with extreme volume, and you're thinking they're too high and they're gonna double one more time. This is where the money is, and I really try to study these. Same thing with NIO last year. I totally underestimated it every time. Look at these high tide flags it had a gap up and just kept going and going. It's I get this, you guys post all these random charts, but these are the ones you're gonna make the money, the high momentum stocks. And ironically, some momentum traders avoid those, but that's where the money is. And it's so easy to underestimate them. They're like, oh, it's run too high. Oh, I'll try to short it here. LC having some follow through. Hey guys, is anyone still holding LC from the first EP? From the 5-star EP? It's been surfing the 10 weekly this whole time. Or the 50-day moving average. And if you read How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill or study Can Slim, you know how important the 50-day is. Yeah, these oil ETFs are looking good. And also obviously a lot of the individual oil gas names. This Russell just keeps building higher lows. Guys, if Russell starts finally breaking out, oh man. If you guys thought the past week has been free money, there's gonna be so much money flying around. All you have to do is pick it up. CPRI, it just doesn't look like a stock that's a great EP stock. It's very mean reverting. Apparel manufacturing, this is not an exciting sector. It doesn't trade clean. The only one I regret I'm not in is Plug. Well, actually I don't regret it. I did trade it, but I just got stopped out. And AFRM, man, this one just pisses me in my face every single day. Just keeps going higher. I had on AFRM, I had perfect entries on both of these EPs here. Both of them. No follow through. A lot of like these flags on the weekly, a lot of these have, triggered over the past few weeks. SI, a month ago. We had, Lucid is another one, right? We had MSTR yesterday. This one, just broke out. There's a couple of more that were Plug, I think. Yeah, Plug. It wasn't as good of a flag. But also this ETF stuff like TAN, QCLN. This one was a really beautiful one. Yeah, Fubo, I think so. Wait, I have to zoom in. Fubo, not so much. Kinda. I don't know. Not as beautiful. There were a few more. Those flags have been working really well lately. Now they're gonna fuel each other. GME was leading at first. Now AMC is leading. That's how these momentum stocks work. This theme sector stocks. Yeah, Overstock has beautiful weekly breakout. I dropped the ball on that one. Fine. It was kind of a thin one anyways. So. Fastly looks like a big laggard. I don't know. It looks kind of random. It's broken on all time frames. Broken on the daily, weekly, and monthly. If it tightens up on the daily a little bit, maybe. But I mean, this is not really exciting.